but we as a continent have now defined ourselves.
In the news, Boko Haram strikes again. Negotiations with bandits leading to increase in school attacks. U.S. to train troops fighting insurgents. WHO experts meet over AstraZeneca vaccine. Nigeria's public debt rose to 32.9 trillion naira in December. Emanuela wins Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards. Enyimba captain confident of victory against Orlando Pirates. Details shortly. This is TOS Television, your digital first Pan-African news network. I am Abigail Okwade, and this is TOS News 360. Gunmen believed to be members of Boko Haram on Tuesday attacked Katarko community in Gubja Local Government Council of Yobe State in Nigeria, burning down a primary school and a healthcare center located in the community. According to reports, a resident, Fantami Kura, said that the gunmen stormed the community at about 5:30 a.m. when they were going to the mosque for prayers. The number of casualties is still unknown as at the time of this report. Katarko community, which is 18 kilometers south of Damaturu, the state capital, has been under attack over 10 times. The attack in the northeast region by the insurgents have been on the rise, but the Nigerian troops are ensuring that insecurity situation in the country is a thing of the past. The Vice-Chancellor, Nigerian Army University Bill, Borno State, Professor Mohammed Kyari, says attacks on schools would continue as long as insurgency in the northeast is not defeated. He also blamed the federal government for indirectly supporting insurgency with ransom payments for the release of abducted school children. The Vice-Chancellor explained that although the government claimed that as a policy it would not negotiate with terrorists, it had not been involved in dialogue with terrorists as evidenced by the release of abducted school children from Dapchi to Kankara. He also said that anytime there is abduction, something unfortunate happens, even though the government says it has a policy not to negotiate with terrorists. Despite the growing global concerns over possible side effects of the Oxford AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine, the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 in Nigeria has insisted that the vaccine is safe for Nigerians. The National Incident Manager of the PTF on COVID-19, Mukhtar Mohammed, disclosed this on Monday in Abuja at the Task Force Joint National Briefing. According to Mr. Mohammed, the clinical trials has shown that the side effects are generally mild. He also advised those who have not received the vaccine but have some side effects for more than 24 hours to report to the appropriate channels. The Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 on Monday warned Nigerians to be careful to avoid possible third wave of the coronavirus. According to PTF, Italy, France, and Germany are some of the countries currently experiencing third wave of the virus, with Italy scheduled for fresh lockdowns, whereby people will only be allowed to leave their homes for essential errands. The Secretary to the Government of the Federation and PTF Chairman, Boss Mustafa, at the briefing in Abuja, said that no one could yet have a sign of relief despite availability of COVID-19 vaccines. You are watching TOS News 360. Coming up, news across Africa and the international scene. Do stay tuned. Welcome back. Across Africa, American Special Operation Forces are to spend 2 months training troops in Mozambique to try to prevent the spread of Islamist militant violence in the north of the country. Insurgents have staged regular attacks in the gas-rich Cabo Delgado province since 2017, leaving at least 2,500 people dead and 500,000 displaced. In response, Mozambique has turned to private military companies, but right groups have accused mercenaries and government forces of abuses, including shooting civilians. The U.S. Embassy said the training program would prioritize civilian protection, human rights, and community involvement to help combat what is called Islamic State in Mozambique. Now to Mali. According to reports from the army, 2 Malian soldiers have been killed in an attack in the northeastern region. Reports from the army said the assailants stormed a military port southwest of the town as Ansongo, near the border with Burkina Faso and Niger, in an area where jihadist groups are rampant. Mali is one of several Sahel nations currently fighting jihadist insurgencies, and violence is getting worse. Now to COVID-19 updates in Rwanda. Rwanda has eased some of its restrictive measures against the spread of coronavirus, including the night curfew hours. In a statement on Monday night, the government reduced the curfew by 2 hours, and it will now run from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. local time, with businesses required to close by 8 p.m. Movements between the capital Kigali and the rest of the country resumed on Tuesday, apart from 3 districts of the southern and eastern provinces. Physical meetings have also resumed. Early this month, Rwanda received more than 340,000 doses of Pfizer and Oxford AstraZeneca doses through the Global COVAX initiative, and over 257,000 people have received the first jab of the vaccine. Still on COVID-19, but now on the global scene. Vaccine safety experts from the World Health Organization, WHO, met on Tuesday to review the Oxford AstraZeneca jab after several European countries suspended their rollouts. A number of cases of blood clots were reported in Europe after the vaccine was administered. The UK medicine regulator and the WHO says there is no evidence of a link between the vaccine and clots. According to reports, about 17 million people in the United Kingdom and the EU have received a dose of the vaccine, with fewer than 40 cases of blood clots over the week. According to the experts, the decision on the continued use of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccination will be reviewed on Thursday. Still on the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine, Sweden and Latvia on Tuesday joined the growing list of European countries that have suspended the administration of the vaccine due to concerns over blood clotting. Multiple European countries had already stopped use of the AstraZeneca vaccine, including France, Germany, Ireland, Italy, and Denmark. The vaccine has not been authorized for use in the US. Anders Tegnell, Sweden's chief epidemiologist, Sweden's chief epidemiologist said in a statement that the decision is a precautionary measure. Also, the Latvian government made similar remarks regarding its decision to halt AstraZeneca shots, saying it is an added precautionary measure. The European Union also approved for vaccines for use in its member countries, including those from Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca, and Johnson & Johnson. Qatar will end a Russia-sponsored summit this week to discuss the future of war-ravaged Afghanistan. Qatar Special Envoy Ambassador Mutlaq Al-Qahtani will participate in the March 18 meeting in Moscow. According to reports, the state of Qatar is committed to sustainable peace in Afghanistan and will continue to facilitate the ongoing intra-Afghan negotiations. An official stated the meeting in Moscow on Thursday will build upon the historic United States-Taliban peace agreement signed in Doha in February last year, and the comprehensive intra-Afghanistan negotiation currently taking place in Doha. The Taliban and the government of Afghan President Ashraf Ghani have agreed to attend the conference in Russia, which is seeking to raise its profile in the Afghan peace efforts. You are watching TOS News 360 on your digital First Pan-African News Network, TOS Television. Up next, business, entertainment, and sports after the break. Thank you for staying tuned. You are still watching TOS News 360. In business, Debt Management Office said in a statement on Monday that Nigeria's total public debt rose to 32.9 trillion naira at the end of December 2020. The Nigeria's total public debt as of December 31, 2020 includes the debt stock of the federal and state governments as well as the Federal Capital Territory. It said that after Nigeria exited recession in 2017, the level of new borrowing funding at the federal level, as shown in the Annual Appropriation Act, have been declining to moderate rates of growth in the public debt stock in order to ensure debt sustainability. The borrowing trend was reversed in 2020 due to the economic and social impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, as the revised 2020 Appropriation Act was 4.2 trillion naira. Now the naira is now exchanged for 481 naira per dollar at the parallel market. At the exporter and importer forex window, the exchange rate hit a high of 412 naira. The Central Bank of Nigeria recently disclosed that the naira depreciated at the official market to 410 naira against the dollar. According to a statement from the bank, the naira depreciated at the official window from 305 naira to a dollar to 360 naira to a dollar, and now hovers around 410 naira to a dollar. And to entertainment, Nigerian comedian Emanuela has won the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards of 2021 for favorite African social media star. She posted this on her Instagram handle and thanked her family and fans for their massive support. She was nominated alongside Nigerian comedy group Ikorodu Boys, South African magician Vian van den Berg, Ugandan youth dance group Ghetto Kids, Kenyan social media sensation Elsa Majimbo, and South African media personality Bonang Matheba. And in sports, Enyimba head coach Fatai Osho insists his team is well prepared for Wednesday's CAF Confederation away clash against South Africa's Orlando Pirates. Also, captain of the team Austin Oladapo, who scored a superb goal against I Benghazi, is also determined that the team can gain victory against their host. The People's Elephants will look to build an impressive 2-1 home win against Ali Benghazi of Libya on March Day 1, when they come up against the Buccaneers at the 37,000 capacity Orlando Stadium in Soweto. Enyimba lost 1-0 to Pirates at their previous visit to the Orlando Stadium in 2006, but Osho insists that things will be different this time around. Enyimba striker Tosin Omoyele, who returned after a suspension, will also aid the team's victory. Still on sports, Galatasaray winger Henry Onyekuru will take the place of injured Samuel Kalu in Nigeria's squad for the 2021 African Cup of Nations qualifiers against Benin and Lesotho. Kalu suffered a thigh injury in Girondins League 1 clash against Dijon on Sunday. Onyekuru was one of the 7 players on standby by Super Eagles head coach Gernot Rohr for the games. The Super Eagles will face Benin Republic at the Stade Charles de Gaulle Port Novo on Saturday, March 27th, before they welcome Lesotho 3 days after their final game in the qualifiers. And that is it on TOS News 360. For more updates, do visit our website at www.tostvnetwork.com. Do follow and like our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. Do stay with us and enjoy more programs on TOS Television Network. I am Abigail Ukwade. Thanks for watching.
But we as a continent are now